So let's go to the power rankings. Let's see what you got today, Mearsy. I know you're contractually obligated to have the Penguins in there as you do, but give me your list. Give me your list.
Well, here we go. I mean, now, in the past, I've recused myself from the Penguins because, I obviously broadcasting the games for the Penguins. You might think that I'm biased, but you know what I said? I said, you're going to give me a hard time no matter who I have in there or where the Penguins are, or even if they're not in there.
True.
So I'm going for it, and they're playing really well. So, yes, they are number 2, and I'm
Why
really
not number 1? Why not number 1?
Your argument. The Tampa Bay Lightning at number 1. It's 17-1-1 in the last 19. It's Stanley Cup or bust. Most points, most goals per game. It's tough to argue with those numbers. They've been so overwhelmingly good. And also they beat the Penguins earlier in the year. So Tampa at 1, Pittsburgh at 2. I love the San Jose Sharks, what they've done lately. They've won 5 straight and doing it without Vlasic and Braun. And I see a deep team. Erik Karlsson's been lights out. Washington Capitals, I'm going to give them a little extra credit. You know me, how I do this. You might call it the Lifetime Achievement Award, but more so extra credit for winning the Stanley Cup. It is not just one game, or in your case, one practice or a morning skate. It's what have you done lately, but also the body of work. I see still a Stanley Cup contender there with the Washington Capitals. And I'm still a big fan of the Nashville Predators, and they're playing extremely well. Great road trip. So I'm going with Nashville at number 5.
I like that.
What do you have? What do you have for me?
You know what is funny? I see it. I tell you, when I see a team have a good morning skate, they jump right up the ratings for me. There's no question about that. All right, let's get to the accurate top 5. We like to indulge Mr. Mears a little bit there with the silliness that he brings to the table. The Lightning, clearly, he's right about that. You can't go against the Lightning. They've been just so good this year. I like the way Steve, you mixed in that little pressure for the Lightning. Stanley Cup or bust. You mixed it in there. It's just a reminder to everybody that, hey, they haven't won lately.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
It is.
You're not wrong. I can't.
It's the same for the Penguins and the same for the Capitals.
All right. Well, pipe down. The Sharks at number 2. They've been playing really well lately. They beat the Lightning last week. They just beat the Vegas Golden Knights in Vegas. I had to move them up my list. Lifetime Achievement Award, whatever you want to call it. The Capitals are good, and they went in and beat Boston again. They beat Boston like a drum. They did it again yesterday. Penguins, I got to give it to you, Mearsy, playing great. Of course, you still can't beat Chicago. I don't know what's going on there, but you never beat Chicago, no matter if they're good or bad. You lost them earlier in the week, but still great, 9-1 in their last 10. And the last spot was tough. I could see where you went with the Preds. I thought about the Leafs. But in the end, I went with the Calgary Flames. This has been a good team. They've won at home. They've won on the road. They've got that top line going. I like what Calgary's doing, so I put them in at number 5.
Not bad. Not bad. I noticed you have the Capitals ahead of the Penguins, which is funny because the Penguins just beat the Capitals not too long ago.
Tight game.
So I don't know where you're going there.
Well, you say, Mearsy, it's always good to look at the whole body of work. And I can remember a playoff series last year. Didn't go so well. Didn't go so well.
Notes over the years since I did it correctly for 5 years.
And Mearsy, guess what? You know what? The Caps had a good warm-up last night before the game against the Bruins, and I was really impressed with the way they peppered both goalies in the warm-up. So that was another thing that I liked.
I know.
Yeah. So.
I know.
And listen, after that big win, when you guys knocked off the Panthers 5-1 the other night, I mean, nobody beats them, right? So I mean, that's a big win for you.
How about the Washington Capitals? Oh, Flyers, Detroit,
Billy
Ottawa.
Lindsay's yelling at me from the off. Billy Lindsay's giving it to me from off stage.
Right up there.
All right, Mearsy. Listen, I'd love to talk to you all afternoon, Mearsy, but time for you to be on your way. Get ready for that game tonight. You got the Ducks. You got the Penguins. Should be a good game. And thanks for stopping by today. We appreciate it.
As usual in this segment, I feel like the show has been transferred to Comedy Central after listening to your logic.
Bye-bye, Mearsy.